Hello everybody, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today is Warcraft Monday and I'm going to be reacting to a Platinum WoW video called Vanilla Flavors Hunter Classic World of Warcraft Class Guide. If you want to check out my other reactions to the other Vanilla Flavor videos and other World of Warcraft videos, remember the Warcraft Monday playlist card will be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Finally, I've been tracking this guy down for days. Okay. Remember your training, XX Legolas XX.
Horde sucks lol. Okay.
You got this. I've got you right where I want you. Whoa, okay, one second, okay, Bear, let's calm down. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh god, help me please! Ah yes, the Huntard, the noobs of classic WoW with a surprisingly deep playstyle when you really look deep into the class. There's a little something everybody will love about the Hunter, but why should you play one? Well, let's find out. So leveling as a hunter is the quintessential easy mode when it comes to leveling. The hardest levels are going to be 1 to 10 when you don't have a pet. But when you are level 10, I know you're going to be asking, but Platinum, what's the best hunter pet? And the answer is, well, it depends on what you like. Cats are great because they have high damage and attack speed, boars are tanky and have charge and can eat almost anything, and owls have Screech, which is a useful ability that reduces enemy attack power. Owls are my preferred pet, because they have Screech which doesn't have a cooldown.
But the Screech looks like, the icon there looks like a bat. So, I don't know, I would assume that only bats can screech, but birds too, alright, that's interesting.
This threat and reduces damage.
Hold on, something's coming,
Wait, does the hunter transform into the animal? You know, like how the druids do it? How they also transform into animals? Or do they summon them like... I think it was warlocks who summon... Well, I think the Horde warlocks. They're the ones who summon demons to assist them, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, do they transform into the animals, or is this animal like their companion for life? Yeah.
He's coming out of here. Look, there's a bird, dude. It knows what's good. I'm telling you, I just heard it inside.
Where you can find one of these owls is the Night Elf starting zone. Now, the owls don't start out with Screech. What you'll need to do is you'll need to tame one of the birds in Westfall that do have the ability so your owl can learn it. The reason why you wouldn't just use one of the birds in Westfall is because they have inferior
It's like the hunter is trying to catch a Pokemon, He's a Pokemon hunter. He or she is a Pokemon hunter. They just go out in the field, they see the bird that they like, and then, they try to... What was it? Channeling? Yeah, like trying to use a Pokemon ball and capture the animal.
stats. Now for Horde, you're kinda screwed if you want an owl. The only time when you're gonna find one is around level 40 in Felwood. I mean, if you're really dedicated, you can try and find your way into Teldrassil, but you're gonna be there for a long-ass time.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
If you don't
Wait, so if you're part of the Horde or you're part of the Alliance and you enter into, your enemy's territory, everyone's going to attack you. All the NPCs that are in that territory, they will attack you automatically. Wow, okay.
want to go through the hassle of getting an owl, boars and cats are good, and an argument could be made for some of the other pet families as well. Hunter leveling is so easy because you don't really need mana to keep pulling mobs, and having your pet tank all the damage is super useful and keeps you from having downtime. I recommend Hunters for people who are brand new to classic WoW, or just want to play it casually. First, leveling is easy and it's a lot of fun. You get Aspect of the Cheetah, so you can run around faster while leveling. You'll also get Feigned Death, which can be helpful if you bite off a bit more than you can chew. Furthermore, Hunters have so much flavor in their mechanics, I feel it's a good intro to the RPG elements within Classic. You're gonna have to feed your pet a certain food they like. So for example, cats only eat meat, and if you don't feed them, they'll run away. You'll also need to buy ammo and either have an ammo pouch for a gun or a...
Wait, so if you don't feed your animal, they'll just leave you? Wow, that's interesting. That's also very interesting. Like, you have responsibility. It's not just about you. It's about the animal that, you know, is accompanying you all over the world, you know. You have to take care of it. You have to keep it alive. It's not just something you just summon out of the netherworld or something, you know, and then it works for you and then it just dissipates over time. You know, you have to literally take care of this other being that's going to be with you fighting. Wow.
quiver for a bow. Make sure you're always stocked on ammo because you don't want to be that one guy that runs out halfway through the dungeon. PvE is an aspect of Classic where hunters can really get in depth with their playstyle, specifically their rotation. For starters, you'll want to get an auto attack timer. If you see the bar as red, you should not move or cast anything so you can get those auto shots off. The basic premise when DPSing as a hunter is weaving in abilities and movement.
Wait, cast abilities move when bar is white. Don't cast abilities move when bar is red. Okay.
Between auto shots. The DPS abilities you'll be using is aim shot, multi-shot, and rapid fire. Hunter rotation is a super unique style of play that isn't really around in the game anymore, and it's a lot of fun once you get the dance down. You'll need to start out with this build if you have below 9% hit cap, but once you do hit it, you can swap over to this build. And hey, before you go typing in the comments, I know you're gonna be asking, but Platinum, what's the best hunter pet? So Lupos is going to be the best if Blizzard launches Classic with him doing shadow damage. This makes him so strong because it ignores armor and he can do stupid amounts of damage. On naughty servers, he does shadow damage up until 1.9. I'll be sure to tell you guys in the comments if we do find an answer on this. If Lupos is patched, Broken Tooth in Badlands is great because of his high attack speed. If you don't feel like wasting your time and staring at your screen for hours on end for a rare virtual pet, any cat will do fine as well. Hunters are mainly brought to the raids because of Trank Shot and their kiting abilities on certain fights. In MC and BWL, they'll do decent DPS, but unfortunately they don't really scale well with gear in later raids. You only need 2 or maybe 4 hunters in a 40-man raid, so finding a slot can prove to be difficult at times.
Wow, having so many hunters, and you know, all those hunters have their own pets who also fight, right? I think that's quite impressive, yeah.
Dungeons hunters are great because they have Freezing Trap, Feigned Death, Scatter Shot, Wing Clip, and Distracting Shot, just to name a few. Basically, there is something a hunter can always do to help out a group. This is a double-edged sword because you can really screw up easily as a hunter as well. Ways you can ruin a group include accidentally right-clicking a mob, jump off a cliff with your pet summoned, accidentally send a pet into a group of mobs, start DPSing a mob before getting to kite a mob into a freezing trap, keeping aspect of the pack up on your pet.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole!
Okay, look, all I'm trying to say is this class is very prone to making mistakes. Couple this with the class being attractive to new players gives them a reason why they're called huntards. So, as a hunter in PvP, it's all about keeping distance. If a warrior or a rogue or any other melee jumps you, your number one priority is to get as far away as possible.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Using these abilities to help you get away from...
I'm sorry, this was a good meme. That was a good one. Platinum, wow, well done. That was good.
Your target is critical, and once you do get away, kiting your opponent will be pretty easy. Even casters are going to push forward towards you to exploit your no-no zone. What's your no-no zone? Well, hunters can only use melee abilities from 5 yards or less, but can only use ranged abilities from 8 yards away. So you got this dead zone between your two styles of attack that casters can exploit by standing in. Ideally, you'd try and get the maximum range away from a caster because your abilities have a much longer range than theirs. The core part of Hunter PvP is managing your distance while dealing damage. In World PvP, hunters make for great gankers because they can choose the range at which the fight starts. But if the hunter is the one getting jumped, finding a way out can prove to be difficult. And yeah, I know you're gonna be asking, but Platinum! What's the best hunter pet? So again, your boy Lupos is great against armored targets, or you can get Broken Tooth for its high attack speed, which will make casters' lives a living nightmare as they struggle to cast one ability. I'll mention Scorpions as well because you can do a neat little trick where you can use Viper Sting, and then have your Scorpion cast Scorpion Poison, so your target will have to dispel the poison before Viper Sting. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute. I haven't realized how horrifying these Scorpions look. Look at this face.
It's okay. I mean, have you seen a real scorpion, how they actually look like? Ugh. With all the hair on them.
Look at all this, dude. Oh my god. Oh. So this Beastmaster Marksmanship build is great for CC because you get Intimidation and Scattershot as well as improved Concussive Shot. But you can also go a Marksmanship/Survival for a better chance at surviving and brawling in a melee range. Enchanting is surprisingly great for hunters because they have the opportunity to disenchant the gear they get from soloing dungeons, and we'll talk more about this later. You can either just sell the mats or use them to make enchants for people. I'd pick up any gathering profession to go alongside this for some extra money as well. Leatherworking and skinning is good to craft some pre-raid best in slot like the Devilosaur set or the Black Dragon Scale shoulders if you go Dragon Scale leatherworking.
Isn't leatherworking and skinning part of the tailoring profession as well? Like, you know, creating your own clothing and everything like that?
Having skinning and leatherworking while leveling is an easy combo to level because while you grind out levels, you can be gathering mats for your profession as well. Blacksmithing is also good for pre-raid gear, but you'll probably just want to buy this stuff off the auction house because the options for gear from the profession are pretty limited. Engineering is killer for hunters in PvP because you can use the net launcher and bombs to escape from players.
Essentially, engineering is important for all of the classes. No matter which class you are part of, you need to have this kind of profession, maybe. Yeah.
Engineers can also craft the best ammo possible, so instead of buying it, you could save some money as well. So a great way to make money as a hunter is farming Marudon solo. You don't really need good gear, and you'll quickly find that this method of farming gold is extremely lucrative. What's even better is that since this is an instance, you'll have no competition or spawn timers. It's just you, your pet, and this beautiful, beautiful princess. Eyes of the Beast is probably my favorite spell in vanilla. When using the ability, you can fully control your pet.
For 1 minute, I don't know if that's long enough. I think maybe like 5 minutes. I think that'll be good, but 1 minute is... yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. You can control your animal.
Why is this fun? Well, it's because of the ganking possibilities, of course. There is no better feeling than charging your boar into an enemy town to kill lobies. I mean, yeah, you could just shoot them, but there's a great humiliation factor in having your pet kill them instead.
Wait, so if you're controlling your pet, right, and you are now the pet flying around or walking around, what about your real body? I mean, what about your body? What happens to it? I mean, what if there's an enemy who finds you just standing still and then, you know, you're attacking with your animal and then they attack your body and you die? So won't you be a bit compromised if you transfer your control over to your animal and leaving your body behind?
Scare Beast is a useful ability against other hunter pets, but you can also use it against druids because they're considered beasts when shapeshifting into different forms. Hunters can get an item in Molten Core that sends them on an epic quest to get a flowery bow named Rockdalar and a stick named Lockdalar. The quest has you traveling around Azeroth to kill 4 demons. It's going to be a surprisingly difficult feat, but in the end you'll be happy you did it for these mighty weapons that look like they're straight out of a Bob Ross
I
painting.
hope you've enjoyed this one. It'll certainly teach you how to use all the equipment and have a lot of fun. From all of us, happy painting, and God bless.
Well, 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 that's the Hunter. I'd recommend this class for anybody who's new to Classic and just wants to experience the game, someone who isn't afraid of camping rare spawn points for hours, and lastly, somebody who isn't afraid of making mistakes. Well, there's the video. We only have one class left, so you can't really let me know which one you want to see next. So yeah, I have a Patreon now, so you can go support me there if you'd like. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Yes guys, that was Vanilla Flavors Hunter Classic World of Warcraft class guide by Platinum WoW. Yeah, the class itself, it seems quite interesting. You're able to have a companion with you, any type of animal. I'm not sure how big is the range of, you know, collection of animals that you can have. You know, the diversity, I mean, because we only saw like a wolf, a lion, an eagle, you know, a warthog, you know. I don't know if you can get like an elephant, if there's elephants here, or anything that's more dangerous, like a polar bear maybe, you know, or a grizzly bear, or anything really, or like fish or sharks, you know. You'll only be able to have your pet near the ocean. I'm not sure about the diversity of the kind of pets that you can collect, but it's quite interesting. Like I said before, you're like a Pokemon hunter. Is that what they call them? Pokemon hunters? Collector? Pokemon collector? Yeah, whatever. And the ability to, you know, assume control of your pet is also quite interesting. But like I said before, I wonder, is your body vulnerable to attack since you have now transferred control to your pet and leaving your hunter behind? Yeah. So I'm just wondering about that. And yeah, the class is prone to mistakes, as Platinum WoW says. I don't know if people will be forgiving, you know, especially if you're in a PvE situation, you're in a dungeon, you're fighting against a very powerful enemy, and then, you know, you're the one who's causing the mistakes. You're the one who doesn't have enough ammo for either your bullets, your gun, or if you don't have enough arrows for your bow. You know, and I don't think people understand or, you know, sympathize with you because you're a hunter. You know, you're still trying out the class and you're prone to mistakes. I don't think they'll understand that, you know. I think most people will get angry with you. So, yeah, it's a class that maybe you should practice more by yourself. Get attuned to it, get used to it, and then once you've mastered almost everything that needs to be mastered, then you can decide, okay, let me go and join up with a group and let's go and do PvE or PvPs. And like Platinum said, it's like a ranged attack unit as well, mainly. But then there is a blind spot or a middle part where, you know, your ranged attack won't be effective, and, you know, the enemy has to be close enough to you for you to attack them in melee battle. So, you know, like Platinum WoW said, there are some classes that are able to attack you in that middle between your ranged attack and your close combat attack. So yeah, that's a bit of a disadvantage there. But otherwise, the class seems quite interesting. Yeah, it really does seem interesting. Would I choose it? Maybe on my second attempt. On my second attempt to play the game, maybe I would probably try and choose it. But yeah, my first, no. Maybe my third. Yeah, my third attempt. Yeah. Okay guys, that's it for today with Platinum WoW. Remember to give me a like if you like the video, comment and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you next week Monday. Okay? Bye bye.